And welcome everybody to Unpopular Reviews MTV The Challenge Ride or Die episode 15. You are live with two of UPRE's Ride or Dies. I am your host tonight, Mike Knoxxx, and I'm joined as always by the rookie himself, the bad guy. What's going on, sir?
Hi, I'm doing quite well. I thought tonight's episode was pretty fun. I can't wait to talk about the challenges and stuff like that. And I'm great. How are you doing? One guy who have three X's in his name.
Well, like life itself, I am doing very good. Thank you very much, sir. Tonight episode, you guys can see we are missing our partner in crime to make it the trio tag team. One
Yes.
Captain Shakespeare, but hopefully she'll be back next week to continue her great work here on the program. But tonight we got episode 15 of the challenge, which is kind of a part two. Should maybe be called episode part 14 part 2 or part 1 or 1.A, whatever you want to insert in that, because we knew that coming into this beginning of this episode was going to be a final and where we got left off last week. And I mean, ouch, my cooch, as Anita heard her cooch several times in this competition, as you heard Bananas laughing hysterically at this. I'll just say something to you, Bananas. A woman hurting her cooch is no better than a man hurting his Johnson. Okay, there's nothing to laugh at about that. Okay, sometimes you can just pluck us in our Johnson and it hurts, let alone a bar hits it. So I felt for Anissa in that moment, but they had I forget the name of the challenge. It was like knots, and it's
It was a play on. It was a play on the word knot. It was like something knot. I forgot the name of it myself, but yeah, it was a play on the word knot.
These knots that tie you in. How about that? And
they spelled it. They actually spelled it. But if I could cut you off, they actually spelled
Knots Landing, KNOFTS. Yeah.
No. They spelled it with 3 T's.
Was it with 3 T's? I don't think so. Are you lying?
I am lying.
Okay, I don't remember seeing 3 T's over there. I know I'm blind, but I can't see. I don't have no glasses like DMC, but I'm still here. But anywho, anybody seen this before? They know about going through there, and it's a strategy. But this was the first time we've ever saw this event with two people and having to be tethered to each other. And just you look at this, and I always think Jordan's going to win no matter what Jordan does, because Jordan just is a great thinker in this game.
Jordan's that dude.
And he's just that guy. And then you look at Misa as she's tethered to her, you're thinking to him, this is going to be difficult to have him move with her through these monkey bars, if you will, to make knots.
Right.
Well, meanwhile, Casey and her brother, and it's funny how Olivia says, well, one's born to be an athlete and one's just born to be the nicest person in the world.
But she really nailed that a lot, though, because when you see them, right, I was looking at, I like the things you were saying about Jordan and Anissa, right? Jordan is that dude, right? And I can't wait till we talk later into the next, the elimination. But he's really that dude. He's bringing his partner up, because she's already doubting herself and everything. But he's like, yo, you got this. We have to do this. He has that don't quit attitude. Casey and her brother, you could tell he's a really good dude. And like you cheer for him, but you're just like, nah.
It's just nah. They say nice guys finish last.
That's why I'm the bad guy.
Okay, so they lost. Okay, which I was happy for. I'm a fan of Jordan. Okay,
right.
I'm not a fan of Casey or anybody from the Big Brother house for that matter. So I was glad that they went home. I thought it was funny at first, and if she was here, she would probably be somebody's defender this week. So I'm going to play the role of Captain Shakespeare and say she might have defended Nani this week, because at first when Casey got sent home and watching Nani's face and crying, I'm like, yo, get over it, because I've always felt, even when in the with Chauncey and his partner, that it's unfair to have Amber to have a partner that's really your partner in this game. I think it's unfair when everybody else has to share this experience solo. So I've always thought it was unfair. So the fact that Casey gets sent home, I'm like, that's what you get. But then Nani's just crying and being all hysterical. I'm like, oh my God, can you woman up already? And that's exactly what she did, Rookie.
She did.
Into that
next
round. Your thoughts of that? I never saw that challenge before, and that was crazy. I get sick on a trolley, so I couldn't imagine being in that bus. I've been hurling on myself too. It's okay, Tori.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't Chauncey throw up in this challenge?
Chauncey threw up. He said something as dumb as, well, I put up on it before, so it's okay.
Yeah, that is love because what did I think about this challenge? I'm not gonna lie. At first, looking on the outside, the challenge actually looked pretty fun. I think I'm just saying, looking on the outside, because you're like, oh, there's balls.
They were balls deep, by the way. I mean, they were.
We promised. We promised. Now they were in balls. Absolutely. This is the TJ. It is the truth. We are reviewing a challenge with balls, and it looked fun because they were in balls. And but then the bus is doing all this other stuff, making it hard because now there's balls in your face,
going all willy nilly.
Yeah, the balls are just smacking you. It's looking like a certain tape. I won't name names, but yeah.
Oh, dang.
We'll just move on.
But you're watching this competition. It's like a roller derby of this bus going through this crazy maze where they have to avoid all kind of collisions off dirt roads. And again, any competition, you have TJ laughing hysterically the way that TJ was laughing. Yeah. You know it's a good challenge and it's a fun challenge. And you're watching it, and I think out of the six teams,
right?
Only 5 teams. Only 2 finished, which was Horatio, Olivia, and.
Are you surprised? But are you surprised?
No. Oh, I'm not surprised by anything Horatio does.
Oh yeah, okay. No, for sure.
I was shocked that Bananas and Nani won. Mm-hmm. You know, from the way, and again, this is the beauty of editing, right? Because it was edited as if Horatio and Olivia just killed it. And they did a good job, but just the way it was still editing, you wasn't sure. So they actually came out and said that Bananas and Nani won this elimination. Were you surprised by that?
What, Bananas and Nani? I was. I honestly thought Horatio and Olivia had it. Mm-hmm. I really did. I honestly really thought they had it. So yeah, I was actually pretty surprised. I was like, oh, okay. But I guess I'm surprised and not surprised because I think that prep talking out, you were talking about you're a Jordan fan, right? Yeah. I gotta give it up to Johnny Bananas because he gave a hell of a speech before the game with Nani. So a little bit I'm surprised, but I think that was a good talk for her, a good kick in the ass for her to, like you said earlier, woman up, and she did, and she delivered.
She delivered. She came through in the clutch, but also with any challenge, right? The benefit of those who get to go last. Right, they saw the mistakes. They're looking into the bus. They could see what worked and what didn't work, and you can tell the difference also in everybody's approach to the challenge. Their strategy was to stick to the closest to the wall, so when the bus threw them, they were already on the wall. Right, so you didn't see no one throw up in there, but a lot of people you saw getting sick, being like, I can't lie, I'd have pulled the trigger too. It's just what it is.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, didn't Tori? I don't know. She threw.
Tori threw up on herself. She threw up again, and then she said, Devin, Super Dev, MC Devin D, tried to stop her. She's like, listen, I'm throwing up all over myself. That's it. I quit.
Shout out to Devin, too, because every commercial I saw, it was him talking about this show on Paramount Plus. I don't know what the show was. I forgot what the name of it was, but he kept hyping it up, and I said, that's my guy.
Oh, God.
Was it something Allen? Oh, okay.
Not Love Island. He was promoting the show that he was on, where he comes from, where Tori comes from. Okay. It's another one of them dating shows that if Captain was here, she would know what it's called.
Yeah, she would know it. Yeah, she would just know it all.
To date or perfect match or some other like that. But that happens, and what shocks me in all this that they get to pick someone to stay with them, and Bananas against anything I've ever seen Bananas do. Historically, because I know I hate Facil. Not that I hate him. I don't hate, you know what I mean? But
he did it for Mariah though.
Of course he did for Mariah. And this
is Mariah.
This is the grand way of how you politic. She politics so well, but I can't say her name. I'm gonna do it night. You know? Yeah. So they save Mariah and Facil, right? And then Amber, dumbass. Okay, maybe she'll be an Amber defender if she was here tonight. Okay, because I just want to defend how you volunteered. Again, I'm waiting for
I could appreciate the balls on her to do that though. I could appreciate that, her sitting there saying, I'm going to take the. Now, granted, Jordan mentioned how that's not a smart move because it backfired on him. when he did it some years
if
back.
you just saw when that happened, if you could go back and try
They
to
showed the
find
clip. They
that
showed the clip.
episode, listen, it was one of the ballsiest things ever. Basically, it was like he got tired of someone else picking whether he go.
Right.
You know what? And he flips all of them over and says, "I'm going in." Right.
I'm going in.
But
I'm doing it. Right. I think that what that was just to take away the power.
It was. That's exactly what it was.
Okay.
But I love what Devin says in the confessional as the teams are meeting. He said, "Well, clearly it's a great chess move, but she's at chess." So I felt like, damn.
See, Devin is great. I told you. I should have just put myself as the Devin or something like that. Devin defender, and I don't even think I even had to defend him.
No, Devin has made it thus far shockingly, in my opinion. Okay, historically, Devin doesn't work out. He's the male Anissa, in my opinion, where you don't ever see Devin doing anything in the house but sitting around drinking. Like the fact that Anissa's made this is why one of the things why I'm not the biggest Anissa fan. Honestly, like I like her as a person. I think Anissa as a person is really down to earth, fair. I've never can see her being conniving and a backstabber. I just don't like her as a competitor. But when as they
actually came out to play today, though.
But not really though. She had it was like a pimple to a donkey's ass with Amber trying to. She even said there's no way I'm letting her win. I'm gonna carry her ass where I want to go.
No, and it really was. But even then, you know, I think with this still, you still need some kind of endurance. You know, her behind could have gotten tired. And I don't think even if now she had gotten tired, I don't think Amber could have moved her. I mean, when I was watching this challenge, it just looked so. And I feel like we missed a lot of spots, but since we just jumped right into this spot, it just looks so unevenly matched. And I'm pretty sure at that point, because I said earlier, I can respect the balls on Amber and Chauncey, and I'm pretty sure Chauncey agreed to her because that's his woman. He's like, well, yeah, I'm going to agree with my woman, and I respect you, Chauncey. But I'm pretty sure they regretted going against one Jordan and Anissa. Not that they knew that they were going to go against them, but yeah, she just, I mean, every time she dragged her, I just said, girl, stay down. But I give it to her. She kept trying to move. Yeah, throw in the damn towel. Throw the damn towel. Rocky IV reference right there.
I definitely jumped in there, and because being in the pit was important, right? As Horacio reasoning. You could tell Jordan was kind of mad that when Horacio pulled the same dagger.
Well, look at the relationship that they had. Are you talking about they're talking about the protection?
Yeah.
But you know what this tells me though, right? I get what he's saying. Is like, yo, I thought we were cool, and Horacio was like, we're cool, but your partner kept throwing my name in, so that's why he was like. But I really don't have no problem with what was it, Tori and Devin. Well, because Devin is great, by the way. Let's just throw that out. Let's put that on the table. So, like, Devin don't make enemies. So, obviously, he wasn't protecting Tori.
Oh, Devin
Tori.
makes enemies. You just ain't. That's just this season. He's been pretty good. Wow. Devin is AKA Baby West. Okay.
Well, there was an actual baby on the show.
No, well, no. Oh. You can't have a baby in a bar.
Oh well, I was getting fascinated with this show. You said Baby West. I didn't mention a baby with a cigar in his mouth.
Now I want to watch Sweet Home Alabama.
Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah. So yeah, you have a baby in a bar, but I get why Horacio picked them. I just wish that TJ and maybe the editing was there. We don't know. Explained why he picked them, right? Because Jordan was kind of upset, and that can come back to hurt Horacio. Because I mean, in this game, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I wanted to say
feelings real fast.
No, you talking about people and their feelings get hurt?
Yeah.
And part of me think it's kind of silly at this point because now we're down to like the last 5-16.
Somebody got to go in there.
Exactly. At this point, alliances that you had earlier in the season when you had like 20 teams or whatever, it was different. Now we're down to the wire. And when I'm hearing these guys go, "Oh, I don't want to hurt people's feelings." Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I'm like, but do you guys want to win? Do you guys? Because even TJ said, you know, this is for money, right?
Yeah.
He has to remind them.
Why'd you do this?
But I did want to say Horacio. Horacio gets on my damn nerve, but that man is great. And I say he gets on my nerve because when he saw that he was picked for interrogation and stuff, he was already prepared to go. And because he said there was some Johnny Bananas his thing is he kept calling Horacio to be put into the pit. And he was already prepared, like, yeah, I'll go in there, no problem, I'll do it. But he didn't. He was smart enough not to volunteer him and Olivia to go in there. But he was just down to do it because I think he just want to break this record. Because right there he's tied, but I'm pretty sure he just want to break the record. Because I mean he's been kicking ass all season. A lot of ass juice on them shoes.
Okay. Well, that's
a lot of ass. When you kick ass, there's a lot of ass kicking you do. There's ass juice on them. There we go.
It's better than trash water. Trash can juice is the worst.
I don't think you want any of that stuff on your shoes, Michael.
Okay, especially trash can juice from New York.
Keep talking about that. I'd rather, yeah,
like rat shoes.
No, it's horrible. I do maintenance work, so I know what this stuff means. I know what it means. I know I'm too pretty for that kind of stuff, but looks can fool people.
Too pretty. There it is. There it is. Listen, so we get to the finale. We get to the finals, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk so matter-of-factly.
You're talking about Jordan, right?
Jordan and Anissa.
And
Anissa. Anissa, like I said, she was like, I'm not. There's no way. Right? And then Jordan was like, he's going to dribble on me all night. I'm going to show him. Like he said, I'm watching him get run. I'm just going to go the other way. And it worked. That boy took off. And now, but in a sense, the strategy almost backfired.
It almost did, but he was so strategic. I loved how he systematically was like, I'm gonna let him do this, but then I'm gonna do this because he's sitting there. He's the veteran. He's seen it all. And right, I do agree with what you're saying because there was spots where I said, "Oh shit, Chauncey looked like he's gonna make that comeback," but I felt like it was. To me, it's like wrestling. You built the story, and you're kind of, and I can't say Jordan was the heel. I don't want to say that. He was just the veteran. And you have this rookie that you're like, he might, Jeff Hardy. I'm sorry, I got to mention wrestling. Jeff Hardy, 2002, he grabbed the Undisputed Championship. Undertaker said, nah. So that's what this came out as. Jordan was like, nah. And Jordan, and I got to say, Jordan's performance here was great. Like this is some of the stuff that I've seen from him this season because I'm brand new once again here has the reason why I am the rookie. But it's been some outstanding stuff. So I love that how he systematically, and even when he said take notes, kids. I love that. Yeah. I love that. I said, okay, Jordan. I was getting pumped. I was ready to go outside and swing on some kids. I was like, damn right, man.
You talk about the strategy. You look at Jordan, right? And this is an episode that I prefer, right? We talk with Captain Shakespeare when I'm watching with my wife. I know a lot of different people get into the show for different reasons. Sure. I always hate where it's just a lot of in the house and the clickishness of things. I always hate like after every challenge and they go out to the club. It just becomes so mundane to me. And so watching this episode just go straight to business. I really thought when this episode was over that they were going to go straight to the final, and they didn't. Okay. But watching Jordan's strategy, as we say, he almost messes up. It's tied 2-2. Chauncey takes that big old leap towards his pylon to knock down, and Jordan grabs his leg and moves his leg from his power. And then from there, I felt like Chauncey, it was like, you ever watching Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom?
No.
Well, there's this famous scene where the guy sticks his heart and pulls his heart out. Jordan snatched the heart of Chauncey, which yet again, sorry, I got to say this. I'm a black man in America who watches MTV The Challenge. Can I have someone not named Darrell have some damn heart on this show? He gave up. There's no way you're going to move my leg and I just have you completely flip me around. With all due respect towards Jordan, who I think is one of the most confident people on this show I've ever seen. But like he said, it's not about strength sometimes, it's about strategy.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Nobody
was pointing that out. He did. He did.
If you don't have intertesticular fortitude in this game, you have nothing. And you saw Chauncey's heart get taken away. No offense, Chauncey. You don't deserve Amber. She's a real man. Real men don't give up, Chauncey. You gave up.
Oh. And the dynamite went boom. I mean, that's the best I got.
Just like that. Just like
No, but she and you know, I do agree. Then she has a lot of heart. I mean, I give it to her because I think if I was strapped behind Anissa, where are we going?
Where you go? Nowhere.
Where are you going? So when she kept moving and digging and you know, I just want to dig in. She just kept digging and digging and digging and going. I had to sit here and say, even though she didn't knock down any towers and stuff like that, I give it to her because Anissa, I mean, you're not moving her. If she sits down, you're. I mean, I'm saying that as nice. Like,
you saw Amber digging for gold, and she's trying to stay there. Her little petite self couldn't do it.
But honestly, she was better digging for that gold because she was not winning that $1 million.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't. She was better digging for gold because that girl was not moving at all. And you know, they get the win, and it's a shame because I think they were a good team. You know, I liked Amber and Chauncey. I like Chauncey. I mean, was he emotional? Sure, but I like that he was just a caring dude. I love stuff like that. So it's a shame that their game ended. But you know, maybe he learns from these things. I know a lot of things that was against him as well was he pointed out, like, you know, I know I gave up in the last challenge. You know, so I don't know. If he comes back, hopefully he knows what he's getting himself into, because the challenge is not just not everybody could just be on the challenge.
No, and I say it all the time. As someone who watch him from home, it's easy to say, "You a punk? Why you ain't do that?"
Right.
You know what I mean? And I had to point that out last week before I wanted to come on here to make fun of him for giving up on the rooftop. I'm not doing that. Okay. Nope. It's one thing to run you want me to tiptoe ballet dance across this rooftop? I don't trust. I wouldn't let my son get on them. What's some little hot shot rides and the things that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
BMX. Daddy got you, baby. And then I see too many people pass out doing that stuff. No, I say you out of my house, you can go on that ride. I don't trust this stuff. Here in Orlando, they have the Eye of Orlando, right? It's the huge Ferris wheel. A couple weeks ago, firemen had to go in the air to pull people out the top of the damn thing. I'm Gucci. I'm not getting on that kind of stuff. I'm sorry. Call me a punk, whatever.
Nope. Brother, I could agree to you. You know, since we're telling the horror stories, I guess I could drop this little gem. When I was 18, I went to Rod Playland. I went with my family. And, you know, hey, look, there's these rides. And I said, well, I'm 18. Let me try to, like, do things. Anyway, someone suggested a ride. And I said, no. And anyway, when we walked back by that ride 5-10 minutes later, you saw that the ride was stuck. And I looked at that person and said, So, yeah, I don't blame you when you say these things. I commend these guys. We got Peace King. What's going on, man? We have a king with peace. That's so cool. What's going on, Peace King? That's such a. I like that. He's a man of peace. I like that. Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Michael. Let's go.
You're supposed to be in bed now. It's 10 o'clock. Okay, but I appreciate you listening.
This guy's so talented. This guy, he's on the review and being a dad at the same time. You're supposed to be in bed, but we're gonna do this review first, real quick.
But next week, I think that will be the go home show before the finale. Okay, when we do get the final coming in next week. Go ahead, make your prediction out of the 4 couples that are left. Because Fussell, punk ass, I can't get over Bananas not putting. I get.
I hate Fussell. I'm sorry. I don't even necessarily hate him. I just think he's someone who just, like, when it comes to accountability, he don't know what that means. And when he's sitting there saying, "Oh, you know, he's having this talk with Mariah, and maybe we can move on and stuff," I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like, go away.
And get some skincare.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hello. Yes, get some skincare. Stop. Like, Michael, I gotta sit here and say this real quick. It bothers me when someone like him have confidence. Like, how dare you? The nerve of this guy doesn't take care of his skin.
He's been on TV for the last few years, so, you know, look at these idiots. Like, I'm sorry if you watched Captain Shay. You know, she follows all this stuff heavily. So if you follow her, you can see what she posts, and they're talking about all the tweets that came out from last week's episode, and girls go crazy. Like the world, like I always get mad at a bunch of dudes going crazy over twerk videos. Like, dude, if you've seen one twerk video, I'm quite sure you've seen 100 other ones. Okay, and I feel the same way when it comes like girls. They just jump on dudes if they're on TV. Oh, he's just fine. I'm not. I'm a heterosexual male. Okay, I can look at certain guys and go, oh yeah, he gets it. Right?
Oh yeah,
like Horatio, nice smile. You're a nice looking fella.
No, he's a good guy. Clean.
I don't get it. I don't get Fessel.
Fessel looked like his best friend is Lily Mudd. Like I don't understand the man. I don't understand the appeal. Maybe people like people like bad skincare. I mean, there's people got kinks, man.
People got kinks, and you like bad skincare and a bad attitude. Who you gonna pick? You already know who I'm going for.
Who you got? Say it. You said Horatio. I think you said Horatio.
I kind of want them to win it, to be that rookie pair. I just don't think. Here's the reason why. Bananas won too much, and I personally think Nani will choke when it matters most. Okay. I think Fessel will choke when it matters most because I've seen it happen already before. I don't think Devin has the athleticism to continue in this competition.
He don't. Okay? He definitely proven to me he's definitely someone who has the brains, which might actually play
it
out.
Does work. It does, but there might be some long swimming, some long hiking. And Devin last time he did finish, but finishing doesn't win. You have to be in the first place. You know what I mean? You got to come in first. It's still a speed competition.
No, for sure.
As much as I love and respect Jordan and love Anissa for her being her, Anissa doesn't have. I don't get how she's on the show in the first place when she was on All Stars, which All Stars to me seems to have been made for older people. Like if you couldn't win over there with people that were like 3 times your age, right, or your same age, how you compete with these younger people? I just don't see it. So
how old is she? Wait, how old is she?
I don't know. I don't want to guess a woman's age, but I gotta say she's in her upper. I would say she's in her upper 30s.
Okay. No, okay.
Okay. And it's not her age necessarily. It's the fact that I've never seen Anissa work out. You know what I mean? I never when it comes to one of like we saw her do with Amber, she's gonna dominate that. That's her muscle mass versus Amber's small petite body. She's gonna dominate that. But when it comes to these, when you see this final, you saw a version of a mini final. That was nothing. And again, it depends on which final they're gonna give us. I've seen some finals that be like, really, this is a final? And I've seen some finals like, oh my God, this is grueling. Okay. Talking about sitting up out all night, having to stand on a stoop. Okay. Like they do some crazy stuff, having to eat balls of a rhinoceros ass. Who knows what they have to eat, okay, or drink. Okay. You'd be surprised. Climbing Mount Everest in the snow. Like they've done some crazy things, but I've also seen them just fly out of an airplane and fly out of a helicopter and run to the finish line. Like, depends on what they give you. So process of elimination, I think Horacio and Olivia, I want to see I've never seen a rookie pair win like Captain said since like early on when they were like pairs of them, like not pairs, but groups of teams for rookies won. But like 2 people or 1 person individual, I have never seen a rookie win.
I like your pick on Horacio and Olivia because Horacio has just been really killing. And not to take anything away from Olivia because Olivia, when needed to show up, she showed up. But Horacio has just been on a whole nother level. So when it comes to like who I want to pick, last time I picked Devin because I like Devin. I mean, Devin's
that's my guy.
Devin entertains me. So that's why I would like it for him to win. But you did bring up some valid points about how there's other levels to this challenge where you might have to get physical. He's not a physical guy. I don't think I've ever seen him work out because I know sometimes before they show like a clip inside the house and whatever, you see people working out. Who do I got? Since you pick Horacio and Olivia, I don't want to piggyback on that. I'm a little concerned.
You make a smart pick. I'm a betting man. If that what you feel, bet the betting boy.
Well, we're not boy. It's bad guy. We got the official.
It's actually rookie. Well, your name says rookie. I'm just saying you wrote it.
I did. And I'm mad I ran out of mint water. But I'm gonna go with Johnny Bananas and I mean I'm gonna go with them. I mean, I think the story there. I mean, I know this is I'm saying story, right?
Nani's doing it for cigarette smokers all over the world.
Huh?
Nani's doing it for cigarette smokers all over the world. Who said they can't smoke a cigarette and win a final? I do.
Wow, I didn't know she was going to do that. That was the reason. I thought there was other reasons, but I would take your word for this because you know the backstory better than me. But Johnny, I almost home Johnny Gargano, Jesus. But Johnny Bananas, he has he's you know, you mentioned all the wins he got, but I'm a little concerned now because when they were showing the preview for next week, they were like, this guy's still here. So it looked like they're going to start targeting him.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it was dumb for him not to put Fessy in there. Bananas of old would have took out the best competition. Simple as that. Not save.
Yeah, and this one, I think he thought. I think Johnny Bananas thought with his Johnny Hart.
No, I've seen him throwing chicks he had just knocked off the night before.
Right. No, but I'm saying in this particular game, I get what you're saying. Prior to that, he was just like ruthless, right? Is that the terminology?
Yeah, he took his partner's winnings before. They could have split it, and he took the entire thing.
Oh, that's scummy.
That's scummy. He said, "Well, Teach, I'm going to take the money." Honestly, I like part of me felt like I'd have took it too, but damn, how can you live with yourself when someone helped you get there? Like I'm not that ruthless. You know what I mean? Like, please give her 10 grand. You know what I mean?
No, how about give her 10 grand? Give her half, you dick.
So he was the first to do it out of two that has done it. But next week, hopefully we get the everybody back here as the ride or dies of Unpop Review Entertainment.
The
any
challenge
final
trio
thoughts on this episode?
No, this was a fun episode. Like I said, I watched these. I love the challenges. You know, the little stories. I'm glad that we didn't get a Jordan and Tori argument or thing because God, I've been this whole I'm glad because you know, this whole month I've been trying to detox and not drink, and last week I was close to hitting the bar.
Well, tomorrow night, speaking of one shots and the drunken recap, well, you'll be the sober recapping.
Yes.
Here on Unpop Review Entertainment. I know y'all have seen the hottest show right now. They're saying this is the greatest video game how you say it? Adaptation
yes.
in the history of video games, which I went to get to go watch this show. And I said, damn, it's 90 minutes long.
Yeah, I actually
have to wait a second.
I have this on the background ready so I can actually watch this for tomorrow. And when I saw that, I kind of laughed at that because unless they're just talking about TV show, which I will give that to them, but if they're just talking in general, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 says hi. By the way,
and I think a lot of people forget about Sonic in it. I think they're meaning they're saying TV or movies, and I think you're right. Sonic, don't just say 2, 1 and 2.
1 and 2 was fun.
Because I remember when 1 came out, people ripped it at first, and they went back and they touched it back up and fixed the special effects and see his
they changed the design of his character because
everything. Okay,
the design, because the design was awful. It was really bad. Yeah,
they came back and they fixed that. So I can't wait I'm gonna watch this tomorrow in anticipation for you guys doing this show. Yes. Okay, I have shots for you since you cannot drink tomorrow. But listen,
give me a fireball.
I got. That is the rookie. I am Mike Knoxxx.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay, yep.
Real quick. I'm sorry, real quick, because we're gonna end this. Everyone, thank you for tuning in for Unpopular Review, the challenge show. If you guys want, we're gonna bring back UPR battles. And we have
one. You're right.
Yes, and we have. If you go into the stories, you guys could pick between Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know why, but Princess Peach was a choice. Or Dark Phoenix, because it's going to be Sailor Moon against one of these 4. It's going to be great. UPR battle. It is.
Who are you representing?
Well, C is representing Sailor Moon, so it's up to
somebody picks Dark Phoenix. It's a wrap.
I'm hoping that we get I'm hoping we get Dark Phoenix. I've seen some people vote for Princess Peach, and it really makes me mad because I understand
they want you to lose.
They want me to lose. So if you guys can actually pick something logical for me, that would be great. UPR battle is a debate show. 5-6 minutes of us defending said character and why they would win in a first encounter match. It's not a death match or anything like that. It's who can put the person down and win. So please tune in this weekend. It's going to be Sunday. We didn't pick a time, but tune in on Unpopular View Instagram, and you'll find out all information.
And I apologize for that. I didn't see the picture there.
All good. All good.
So good way to get that plugged in there. But listen, guys, we're going to get up out of here this evening. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of the Challenge Ride or Dies with George right here, the Ride or Dies of Unpopular View Entertainment. For Captain C, for Mike Knoxxx.
Shakespeare.
Yeah, Captain C. Captain C. Captain Shay, I'm not even drinking. And the rookie, y'all, we are out of here. Fingers.
Peace, y'all.